Township will now recognize Dr. Ken Freedman for his services to the township. Dr. Freedman, please join me at the lectern. I've known Ken, like many of you, for quite some time, socially and professionally. Yet some of our best conversations have been about the direction and general welfare of our township. So it is with great pleasure that I read this proclamation into the record. However, before I do that, I would like to call upon our mayor, Dr. Brad Cohen, to say a few words. Mayor?
Absolutely. Thank you, Council President. First of all, it's such a nice, wonderful opportunity to be able to speak about another colleague here in Township, as we all, as healthcare providers and first responders, have that fraternity and desire to do what we can for the betterment of those who are around us. I think that's why we go into these fields, is to try to make people's lives better. And I think that says everything you really need to know about Ken. I've known him for several years now, but he's been a member, a resident of this township for decades. He's owned a business in the township for decades, administering health care to those in need for decades, and has also, on top of all of that, contributed back to the township, which is what I think we're here primarily to talk about tonight. That on top of taking care of yourselves, your patients and your family, you've given time to make the community better. You've contributed for years, decades, on the health advisory board here in the township, which, as many of you know, is a board to help advise the mayor on issues that relate to healthcare and healthcare concerns for the township. That's regardless of whether or not the mayor is himself or herself a physician. But that is the point. We need to make sure that those that are in leadership positions have the information they need to make the right healthcare decisions to protect the welfare of the people living here. That you've done for many years. On top of serving on that committee, you've provided lots of EBTV programming designed to talk about many of the healthcare concerns that people have for many years. Your wellness series has been one of the most viewed series ever produced by EBTV. You were called upon during all different healthcare issues during the town, most noticeably the last couple of years with COVID, where we asked the council to come up with ideas to make sure that the public had access to information, accurate information, in a world where we were being given information that was very difficult to understand, and often you didn't know what was right from wrong. We needed to have access to the information that mattered to people so they can make healthy, correct decisions for their lives. You were involved in that. And as a library board member, you've helped contribute to the betterment of one of the gems of the township that we rely upon, which not only provides access to everybody to the full function of a library, but is well known throughout the state for providing top quality healthcare information. That you've worked in conjunction with the library to make sure that that information is accurate and gets out to the public in a community that's clearly filled with lots of people in the healthcare fields. So I commend you for all those years you've given to the township. I know you've stepped back, and several of the members of the Health Advisory Council are here tonight to see you get this honor. But I have to tip my hat off to you and say it's a job well done. I know you're going to continue to help out the township and provide, but I think you recognize now it's maybe someone else's turn to take on that mantle. But we can't let that happen without giving you the due recognition you deserve.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mayor used my notes. And as a result, a lot of the things I'm about to say, Ken, were said already, but now it's in a formal document. It can be framed and hung proudly in your office. Proudly in your office. Whereas it is important for a community to recognize and honor citizens who selflessly give of their time and themselves to improve the quality of life for others, as well as to acknowledge the outstanding noteworthy achievements of those citizens that go above and beyond. And whereas Dr. Ken Freedman is the founder and director of Freedman Chiropractic in East Brunswick, providing chiropractic care since 1979. His practice specializes in offering natural relief of pain in the back and the neck. He has been named Best Chiropractor in Central New Jersey by the Home News Tribune's Reader's Choice Best of the Best Award in not only 2017, but again in 2020. And whereas Dr. Freedman has been a member of the East Brunswick Advisory Health Council from 1992 and served as president from 1994 through 2022. He is a member of the East Brunswick Regional Chamber of Commerce, a member of the East Brunswick Library Board of Trustees, and is president of the Briar Hill at Colonial Oaks Condominium Association. And whereas Dr. Freedman is the creator and host of the Wellness Spotlight, an award-winning health and wellness program airing on EBTV since 2008. He has appeared on MSNBC, News 4 New York, WABC Eyewitness News, News 12 New Jersey, CBS Morning News, KYW-TV Philadelphia, and Channel 29 Good Morning Philadelphia. He offers wellness programs to businesses, clubs, and organizations, such as the popular Stress Management for Successful Living. So now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the mayor and the Township Council, on behalf of a grateful community, do hereby commend Dr. Ken Freedman and his lifelong work toward improving the quality of life in the community and for proudly representing East Brunswick. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of the Township of East Brunswick, this the 27th day of February in the year 2023, the Honorable Mayor Brad J. Cohn.
Thank you, Mayor Cohn, Council President McAvoy, and to the entire Town Council for this wonderful honor. When I walked into the room, I looked to my left and I said, wow, I've been here for 5 pictures. You know, I was originally appointed by Mayor Oskowski, and I wanted to thank all of the mayors that I've served under, Mayor Oskowski and Mayor Neary and Mayor Stahl and Mayor McAvoy and now Mayor Cohen, for the confidence that you've placed in me in appointing me for so many consecutive terms. And I want to especially thank the members of the Advisory Health Council over the over 30 years that I've served on the Advisory Health Council. And, you know, we all take time out as volunteers, as you do too, to serve this town that we all love so much. I also want to thank and acknowledge my family, because the times that we're away serving the public good, we're away from them. You know, we could be tucking our kids in, telling them bedtime stories, playing with them, working in our businesses, having dinner. But we're sharing ourselves, and our family is sharing us too. So I want to thank my wife, Norma, and our children, Jake and Diana, for the support that they've given me. And I also want to thank all of the members of the Advisory Health Council for re-electing me year after year. I wouldn't have been in this capacity without them and their support and the wonderful work that they do. I want to acknowledge Dr. Huzaifa Shakir, who's here tonight, who is the newly elected president of the Advisory Health Council, who will be taking over, and I know he'll do a wonderful job. It is an honor to be able to serve. It's an honor to be able to volunteer. It's the first thing that we hear when we show up for jury duty, and it's no different in any other capacity that benefits the public good. So in closing, I just want to say thank you so much for this honor again. It's very near and dear to my heart, and I will display it proudly in my office. And I wish all of you the best, and thank you for all of the wonderful work that you do to help make East Brunswick a healthier place in which to live.
Thanks.
Thank you.